Alright, well, I got the hood off the engine and it was no easy task. Thing weighs quite a bit. Had to do it by myself. Without that cover on there, I can see a lot better now. So that assembly there is nasty, probably needs rebuilding, O-rings and such. Don't know if I'm going to do it or not, but it probably should be done. This hose here's got some cracking in it, but I think it's okay for the time being. Well, maybe not. Looks bad there, so that could be a problem. It's not a very long hose, might just get that one done. Radiator hoses. Those things are crunchy. They need to be replaced. Both of them, and it's also got some bulging right there, so that's an indication it needs to be replaced. I've looked for those part numbers, and I haven't been able to find any, so I guess I'll just have to buy generic ones and just make it fit. That hose is crunchy too, but it's a different kind of hose. It might be okay. Let's see. So this is an interesting design. The radiator's here. The fuel tank is here. So airflow doesn't go from the front. If you look at the front of this thing, there's no open grill. So as you're going forward, there is actually no help to cool the radiator. So radiator doesn't seem to be leaking, but look at all that garbage that's under there. I need to clean that out. Let's look at the other side. This plate here, by the way, is the foot pedal, is the floor plate, or that pedal, that's the pedal sticking up there for the accelerator, and it's spring loaded. It's kind of neat. It's got a spring in there. So that's what was removed so I could get to the top of the transmission. So I need to replace the fan belt. Looks like there's just one. Actually, it may not even need to be replaced. I just need to look at it. But if it's not cheap and it's easy to do, might as well just replace it. So this side's just as filthy. And we do have some kind of active leak there. So yeah, we need to address that if we can. Like I said, I could just live with these leaks and keep adding oil and hydraulic fluid, but if I can fix it, I want to fix it. Every leak I fix is just that much less oil I have to add. What's this? Not sure what that is. Vacuum hoses? Yeah, I guess those are vacuum hoses. It goes down to here. Yeah, don't know what I'm doing with this thing yet. I'll have to figure it out. Anyway, I'm basically just taking pictures so when I take things apart, I'll have an idea of how to put it back together. Okay, so I was commenting about these hoses here. These are not vacuum hoses. These are fuel lines. I'm real surprised that they use rubber fuel lines, but I guess okay. So if you trace the fuel lines, it comes down, comes around here, goes into this thing here, and that goes up to here. So that is the fuel tank. This is the radiator. So definitely fuel line. And look at that. Look how rotten that looks. That needs to be replaced. Let's see. I'm trying to figure this assembly out. So there's a T-fitting there. This is the these are for the fuel filtering, I guess. When this ran out of gas before I bought it, the owner loosened this one and filled it up with diesel and screwed it back on before he tried to start it. So I have to remember that this is the one that's going to empty first. So the inlet must be here. That must be a fuel pump there. And I don't know what all these other lines are doing. Can't see behind that assembly. Yeah. So these are fuel lines, and if I can replace them, I should. Okay, so I've studied it a little bit more. These lines are the return lines for the fuel, okay? These metal lines here, these are the high pressure lines for the injectors. And that's the injector pump there. Okay, so I'm getting it now. So the return lines, yeah, I need to replace those. That's low pressure. That's why it's just hose. And the return line comes down here. And then this is the return line back to the tank. I got it. All right, just wanted to make some notes.